So, what do you figure? Has it been worth it so far? It's all been for you. Every mistake, every step-toe scraped knee, every blow delivered, taken, everything I have ever done has been for you and these times, these moments. It's eternity. And I am required at this juncture. You know, like 9 years ago, I had a desperate need for him. And I thought, no. And this need's done nothing but grow ever since. And now I'm at the point where we're in communication and powerful silent dialogue, powerful silent dialogue, powerful dialogue here. And this is miraculous in itself, to understand me. And this is all God promised me. I would have a chance. Now, combine this with now having to say, oh, and by the way, I got 6 other brides. I don't know who they are right now. But they're part of the package too. And, like, you understand? Like, this is God's stuff. You understand? Like, and I'm an obedient boy now. I do what's suggested. Most of the time, without any reluctance whatsoever. Now, you know, I kind of hoped that we would be able to have like a year or 2 or at least a month with each other. And I don't know whether we're going to get this or not. I mean, at the beginning, it's many phrases, a month or so together alone to start with. So that, or a year would be better, you understand? Like, so that we can get our eggs in one basket, as it were. Or several baskets, or however I look at it. The point is, like, you understand, like, I haven't even really I've been turning women down for the last 2.5 years. I spent 19 months in a celibate condition. I had no choice in the matter. And since then, like, you know, at first I didn't even know why, you know, like, and then it came to me like it might be something, like a little flower I could offer, you know, if it meant anything to you at all, and now, I gotta ask you to consider having me and 6 other women, and women having children with me, and me loving them and holding them and everything else, as well as you. You know, I can't lie to you. I cannot misrepresent anything about Montreal. I don't want any, like as desperately as I need you. You know, I need God more. And this is suggested contact for me, and today, I submit my will to God before you, and you have to God. When push comes to shove, this is where the rubber meets the road. Now, there was, like, I got no ideas about how these women in the final analysis should be. But I got some suggestions here to make them to you now. There was a young girl about 2 years ago. I was sitting in a park, just fresh out of jail. Sitting in a park, reading, I think it was Plato at the time. Anyway, so I'm sitting there, checking out the women, you know, like, but just sitting there reading a book and smoking some dope probably, and just being meditating a bit. And so up trounces this 16-year-old girl, and within a minute of sitting right in front of me, and she asked me, how old do I think a person should be before they have sex? I said, well, however old they, it works for them. And she says, well, my boyfriend here wants to have sex with me, and I never had sex before. I said, well, what am I going to say? And so she sits around and we're talking about stuff, and then she starts introducing me to some of her friends, and she says, I want you to meet my boyfriend. And so Mr. Boyfriend comes over, and he's a very nice young man, but just not, he's maybe 17 or 18 years old, and he's just not got much upstairs. And she said, so basically, would you, I got a choice, the way I see it, between this guy and you. Is there any chance that you would be willing to basically take my virginity today? And I said, those weren't the exact words, but this is the gist of the conversation. And so I thought, this takes a lot of balls, a lot of courage, a lot of heart. But she was with about 15 or 20 of her friends, and they had a couple of bottles of wine between them, which is not much. But I thought, I'll give her a test. So I said, I come here an awful lot. I'm here pretty much every day, from 1 o'clock in the afternoon on. And I thought, if she comes tomorrow, I will. I served my own want before this exquisite daughter of Eve, who will not be introduced the domains of love by anyone who has the slightest clue what they're doing. And she will be bereft of hope in a man. Just like marrieds that they can't satisfy them. Or it's impossible for a man to satisfy them. Like this is the reasoning going on today among women. And the reason for this is communication is not occurring. Truth is being withheld. Originations are therefore perverted and compromised, and so it comes out as the truth of what isn't rather than what is. In any event. So, the thing is, I was thinking about that stuff I wrote. And, it's not really 14% of For you to agree with this, or for any of these to agree with this, there would have to be like 100% commitment to this idea, this relationship. For starters. And then whatever percentage we got on top of that, it's like being 114% of it or something. This way. Rather than 30 or 10. Like, I can see the brilliance of it, to understand, and I can do it, believe me. My concern is I don't want any of this. To detract from what you and I have, it can't. Nothing can. There is nothing that can interrupt this love. Understand? If God wanted me to date Hong Kong's sister, no, King Kong's sister, I would anything to bring you into my bed. I want to be the one that gives the feeding to your arms. All the way from China. Understand? You are it. Totally it for me. Another one I want to consider is Julia Roberts. I know she's married, but I don't care what she says in the press. I doubt very much that it's happily married. She's happily married. She was the first one. Like she made this possible for me. Understand? She called us for a good 10 years. So beautiful. Yeah. And, Notting Hill was desperate, but Gus's full frontal was just over the top. Do you understand that? And there's a moment in that movie that really touched me. If you saw the movie, I'm sure I touched it as well. It's just, standing in front of this individual, and she looks him straight in the eye and she says, basically what we have here is a girl standing in front of a boy, asking him to love her. Now that is simple. It's so true. So sweet and clear. I have to say the same thing to you. Julia, see that it was important to listen to this meeting for you. I was looking for you in everything that wiggled, everything that moved. Trying to be proactive, find you. Julia was not you. Was not you. She loved me. And there's another young lady that's basically taken over my Facebook thing. I don't even know how she does it. I can't do it myself. Anyway, I think she's from her hometown. She's brilliant. She paints brilliantly. She's passionate. She's loving, generous, outspoken. But other than these few candidates, like there's not really many individuals at all who are in condition where I want to share my bed with them. Understand? But I have already married 7 billion people for you. That's what Kimi is. That's what I was trying to theorize myself. But I'm doing it until you just wouldn't shut up. So, you know, when I first took a look at this proposition without you, I decided that now is not the time. Maybe 200 years, 500, 700 years from now, but these people were not ready to listen to me or anybody else. Now, and that was my determination. You know the Honorable Crackhead? Well, he has a saying. And that's, you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. Every time I got plans a long time, and now I'm starting to listen to his. And all I can say is, you know, I can't pretend to be any different than I really am. No, not even for a shred of a second. And I don't even want to have thoughts running through my head that I don't share with you. I want nothing hidden between us at all, ever. And so, I love you. I really, really do. More and more every day. And if you're thinking it's going to slow down when you show up, you're wrong. Trust me. Have I lied to you recently? I do adore you. This woman on Facebook claims that she adores me as well. And, you know, she might have some idea what she's talking about. I don't think so, but, you know, on the other hand, she is from our hometown. It's pretty obvious. And, you know, I think she might have possibilities, but the thing is, none of it, every coin in this world needs replicate. She isn't worth one moment. get to spend with you. Everything else on this planet means nothing to us without you. No amount of success, no amount of other women, no amount of anything, no amount of drugs, no amount of philosophy, nothing replaces you. What diverts me from this pursuit, which has been going on throughout this lifetime. And this is after me telling him to go fuck himself when I was about 11 or 12 years old. I became 15. By 17, I was starting to listen. By 30, I couldn't argue much anymore. But I'll tell you this, my relationship really changed with him when I asked him if there's anything I can do for him. Instead of letting him live once, if he's trying to be satisfied. And he did. But since I asked that question, he hasn't stopped talking since. I don't want to. As a matter of fact, I got him on a contract. You think it's going nowhere for 1,000 years. So, him too, you gotta share me with. I'm married to him. Like Jack the goddamn bear. And he as well. I just need